Valentine's Day is very special to me because it reminds me of this. This will be our 4th Valentine's Day together. This day is very special to me because Ryan sent me a huge bouquet of roses with a sweet note. He really opened up my heart. We had an instant connection on our first date. 2 months later, he popped the question and I said yes. So as you can see, that's why Valentine's Day is so special to me. So in honor of this day, I wanted to do a quick, easy tutorial with a simple look for Valentine's Day. Hi everyone, Viktoriya Cole here. Welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I'm already done with my foundation. So using Rimmel foundation in ivory, my NYX stick in camel to lightly contour, and my Revlon foundation stick in a very light color just to use as a concealer. I bought this Nivea lip butter and it is raspberry. Of course, I want to moisturize for this day because we're going to be doing a lot of kissing and all kinds of stuff. So you want to make sure that your lips are moisturized. Of course, my eyebrows are also done, so we're good to go. I found this little eyeshadow palette, and so as you can see, it's going to be pinks and browns today. I found it at TJ Maxx, and I'm going to use an eyelid primer by of course Urban Decay. And I got these samples, I think, from Sephora, and so I'm just trying to test out to see which ones I like better, maybe for certain occasions. This one I think is called Sin. And it is a little bit more on the shimmery side, so I guess if you're using shimmery eyeshadows, this would be a perfect primer for you to use. Just kind of spreading it all over my eyelids, even extending it a little bit out. I'm using BH Cosmetics brushes for my eyes, and I'll list you all the numbers below. So this one's just a flat one that I'm using, and I'm using the first color that you saw on that palette. It's kind of like a pink white tone shimmery eyeshadow, and just extending it from the inner corner to the middle corner. I'm sorry, from the inner corner to the middle of the eyelid. And then I'm going to go with an angled brush. Also, we'll list the number down below for you guys. Going with the darkest brown that I had on this palette. It is shimmery as well. Tap it off, and I'm going to use a little piece of a cardboard to kind of guide my shadow so that I don't extend it too far, and using that angled brush, just creating a V on the outer corner and then extending it below the orbital bone, and then a little bit above, but just don't be afraid to extend it farther out. A good rule of thumb is always measure it from the outer corner to the end of your eyebrow. That way you're not extending your eyeshadow too far. So if you're drawing your eyebrows, you might have to draw your eyebrows on first before you do the eyeshadow, so that you are making sure that you're not going out of the line. Again, that same flat brush, I'm using the Ultra Shimmer Palette by Coastal Scents, and I'm just going in with a little bit of that pink. I don't want it too pink, but I just wanted to add a little bit more pigment to the inner corner of my eye. And I kind of noticed that it's not very pigmented, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit more of like a reddish pink tone and just put a little bit, infuse a little bit more pink to it. Of course, using my Sigma brush, my eyeliner brush, and my Loreal Paris liner jar in color black. I love this product, how it goes on, and it works great in conjunction with the brush. Unless I find a better eyeliner brush, this is my go-to. It is very easy for me to be able to create a straight line. Therefore, I am, as you can see, taking my time to make sure that it is straight. Going in with a small flat brush, also from Coastal Scents. I'm just putting some on the lower lash line. Extending, of course, the outer corner. I'm using the darker brown, and then I'm going to use the bronzy brown on the a little bit closer towards the inner corner, just to kind of smoke it out a little bit instead of using an eyeliner, since my eyes are a little bit more sensitive. And as you can tell, my eyes are already popping. Using Kiss Falsies. I love how these feel. They're very natural, and I usually don't go over with mascara over them. but I'm using an adhesive that I found at Walgreens. I forgot what the brand is, but I have been a fan of Duo glue for the past several years, and for some reason every time I use it my eyes get irritated the next day. This glue has been the bomb. It's very easy to work with. It doesn't get all over your natural eyelashes, and when you put it on it stays on, and when you take it off it doesn't stick too much to your eyes, to your eyelashes, so it doesn't tear them out. As you can see, I'm just trying to make sure that they are straight, especially making sure that the outer corners are connected and the inner corners are connected. Of course, going in with my Runway lashes, as I said, I don't go over with over my falsies, but I'm just kind of blending in my own lashes into the falsies so they kind of blend in very nicely and you can't really tell the separation line. And of course, going over my lower lash line, and there's a mascara booger. Always happens. That's why I always have wipes beside me, just to wipe my brushes, my face, my hands, whatever you need to do to stay clean. I'm spraying my beauty blender with Evian water. I think that's how you pronounce it. Sometimes I use it as setting spray, and then also spraying my beauty blender to kind of give me a little bit more moist beauty blender, so it works with me a little bit better. Just using a Revlon, a lighter stick, foundation stick, just to go under my eyes. I don't usually care to use concealer because it's too heavy on me, so I'm just using like a foundation stick, which is a little bit more lightweight for me. Setting it with an Airspun powder. Love this powder. Unless I find a better one, I'm gonna stick with this one. But I'm setting it under my eyes, and of course under my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, and on my forehead. Make sure that my makeup stays in place throughout the day. Going in with Physicians Formula and my angled brush by Coastal Scents, just kind of to give me a little bit of that glow. I love this bronzer. It's not too heavy. Of course, you can always layer, but the first time you put it on, some bronzers tend to be a little bit on the heavier side. This one just kind of gives you that glow, since I am pretty pale in the winter time. And I found this awesome blush by e.l.f. They have such good blushes. It's my favorite. It's like a coral, peachy color with a little bit of shimmer. Very appropriate for Valentine's. And going in with my Lumi, and of course making my nose glow. Whoa, I think I put a little too much. So I was trying to rub it off a little bit, as you can see. And then I'm putting a little bit on my Cupid's bow before we put on our lipstick. A little bit above my cheekbones and under my eyebrows, to kind of give me that pop. And my Katie lipstick, and I dabbed it all over my chin. This is the boo-boos that happen when you do makeup. Just the reality of it. Of course, had to wipe it off and then use my beauty blender to blend it out, because I tended to take off my foundation while I was doing that. Then using my Real Techniques fluffy brush to kind of fluff all the Airspun loose powder off, anything extra, and then going in with this nice nude pink tone lipstick. Again, I'm going to list all the colors and all the descriptions down below in the description box. I love this color, and it's very appropriate for Valentine's Day, since there's going to be kissing going on, and it's just kind of more on the nude side. And it smells very good. And that's it. You're ready for Valentine's. Happy Valentine's, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe.